Okay, so today we're going to go through ARP, which in essence is just mapping logical addresses to physical addresses or MAC addresses to IP addresses. So we've just got a pretty basic network in front of us. I've not done any configuration yet. I'm going to go through that and see how it all works. So I'll click on a router first and open the command line. I'm not going through the initial dialog. And then hopefully by now you're familiar with these entry commands to get into the access to the router. Okay, so I'm going to select the interface that I want to configure. 0/0/0, and then I'm going to give it an IP address 192.168.1.1, and then the default subnet mask. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it on. On. And now if I move this to the side, I've got a working network on this side of the router. Okay, so I'm just going to save that configuration. Copy running config to start up. Again, if things are appearing quite fast, that's just because I'm pressing a tab key to complete that line at that particular command. Okay, so we've given the router on this network side 192.168.1.1. I'm going to just go onto a PC. I click on the desktop now and go to Mac command prompt and type ARP-A. I've got no entries. Okay, so we're going to sort of show how that works now. If I go to IP configuration and then to 168.1.2, default subnet mask, default gateway, the router address. Not going to worry about DNS today. I'm going to do the same on the second PC. So 192.168.3 to 168.1. Okay, so if I ping one of these addresses now, 192.168. In the router, I'm getting a reply, and then I put ARP-A. I've now got that particular device in my table, so the physical address and the IP address is linked together, so that's a good starting point for that. Now, I can't connect with the network on the other side yet because I've not got that configured, so I'm going to do that now and then get some more entries into our ARP table. So again, we'll go back through the command, configure terminal, and it's going to be a different interface this time. It's always good to spell check this stuff on the Cisco iOS. So I'm going to need to give this a different IP address. We want to say .2.1 this time. 255.255.255.0 is the default subnet mask. No shutdown. Turn it on. And then I'm going to save that. Save the configuration to the startup configuration. Okay, good to go. Just run a command here where we can show the ARP on the router. So I'm just going to do a bit more information on this side because of that previous ping brought in not just the router address but the actual address from the PC. So it's given the interface port details as well and the age limit, so the router gives more information in ARP than a PC would do. So there's just 3 entries there so far. So I need to give these IP address, these are the PCs. We'll give this one 192.168.2.2 and then default gateway 192.2.1. not worried about DNS at this stage. 192.168.2.3. 3.2.1. Okay, just remember at this stage when we're adding IP addresses to make sure you're adding the IP address for the correct network. So this interface is 2.1 for this root address configured. So the IP addresses need to follow that that method of they'll go up in from 2.3.4.5 etc. Don't confuse it with the other network. Okay, so let's run some pings now. So let's ping one of them PCs on the other side. Hopefully, we've got a working network, and we have. So these two networks can communicate, which is always good. We've got an ARP address, an ARP entry into our command prompt. So if I look at the same command on the router now, more addresses there than previously, and the age is going up in minutes. Okay, so as all these devices keep communicating, there'll be more entries made. So again, just to recap, ARP is simply mapping IP addresses to MAC addresses, or logical addresses to physical addresses, or if you're going to be clever, it is layer 2 addresses to layer 3 addresses on the OSI model.